this evening. But on the show tonight, we have Connor, we have Sard, we have Brandon, we have Trimless, we have Matt, we have Omar, we have Shannon.
Vamos!
Connor.
Come on!
Connor.
Let's go, man. Fucking go, man. Let me just relax the swearing, man, because I know. Listen, bro, my head is on Mars, bro. Terry, you need to just introduce us first. Tell us who we want to speak. Everybody's got mad words to say, bro. My head's on Mars.
Imagine if we win the Champions League.
No, listen, I understand. Man, you always go too far, don't you? Straight away.
No. But our reaction to it, though.
No, I hear you. Connor, on tonight's game, how proud of you of that performance from your team and from your side? Break it down for me, please, Connor.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, but I'll try my best. I have no words. I didn't expect that. That was a world class. I'm losing my fucking voice. That was a world class performance from Arsenal tonight. From minute one, listen, I was a bit torn back and forth. I was like, especially with the first half, we were playing very much sideways football at times. We weren't really going forward. But whatever was said, we had our opportunities in the first half. But that second half, that's going to be remembered in history of Arsenal Football Club. We've just beaten the current European holders and with the most trophies in this competition, 3-0 with no striker, our best defender debatably out. We've just beaten Real Madrid 3-0. What is going on? Declan Rice. I probably haven't really said it more on here on other channels, but the amount of slander, and you've said it, Terry, yourself, the amount of slander this guy gets from rival fans. Oh, but he was worth what a waste of 100 million. What are you saying now? Those free kicks were absolutely immense. Every player done their job tonight. Before this game began, I said, every player needs to put in 10 out of 10 tonight. Otherwise, I'm going for your head. I'm going for no heads tonight. Because everyone was 10 out of 10 tonight. And that is how you win a competition like the Champions League. We're nowhere near the final yet. There's still a long way to go. We've still got a second leg to play. But playing like this against a side like that is how you win these types of competitions. Mikel Arteta has extremely surprised me tonight. And I've got nothing but apologies for him tonight. Because these are times where I like to be proven wrong as an Arsenal fan and what I've said about this manager and what I think about this manager and some of these players. These are moments I do live for because I want to be proven wrong. I want to win the trophies. This was absolutely immense from Arsenal tonight. I know a lot of these guys will obviously go through their thoughts as well, individual players that will go on later. But overall, it was immense. It was world class. This is what I want from Arsenal. This is what we moved to the Emirates to do. This was the whole point. Days like this. And I just have... Insane. And no one talk on Declan Rice ever again. That's my boy. That's my guy.
Look, I think, as you said, mate, Rice tonight, the goals, they were just, for me, as an outsider, Connor, they were the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake. The performance from him, I thought was amazing. It wasn't a stinky 5 out of 10 performance with a free kick scored late on. This was a stellar performance from front to back.
And they tried, and Madrid had a game plan. They wanted to catch out on our mistakes. And I'm not going to lie, we did have moments, slip-ups. We literally slipped on the floor multiple times. Kivior, in minute 1, gave the ball to Mbappe. I thought, here we go. This is going to be a long day. But he actually did really well. He did step up. He had some moments. Saliba had his moments as well. Lost the ball. Timber as well. And I thought, here we go. One mistake and they will get us. But they didn't. We locked on. We stayed on it. We made a couple mistakes, but we got back on it. Constantly attacking. I was calling for us to keep pushing forward. In the first half, we did keep going sideways. We got more confidence and we went forward, and we took it to Real Madrid. And it was fantastic. And again, I'm gonna have to rewatch them free kicks about 10 times tonight because it's ridiculous, crazy. Just overall, just scenes. And big up to the fans tonight. Because they were rocking.
The atmosphere was. I had a friend who was on the way to the game. He messaged me at about 7:15. He was like, he just sent me like a video message. Went, bruv, he's been going Highbury in the Emirates now for about 35 years, and he just messaged me saying, I've never experienced anything like it. He said it was electric. But Sard, your boys tonight stepped up. They delivered. You got 1 foot in the semi-finals now. Talk to me about how proud you are of that performance and that masterclass.
Firstly, I want to say What phase is Arsenal in the Champions League, man? Phase 2 of the Champions League, season 2 in the Champions League. And what? They told me I'm coming up against Heritage, Real Madrid, be scared. Do you know what I mean? All of this, bro. Bro, we listen, job's not finished yet. Job's definitely not finished, bro. You got to go to the Bernabeu. You got to hold this. You got to relax and make sure that you go through. Yeah, the job's not finished. We've seen these guys do crazy stuff in the Champions League. But today, I'm going to talk about the game today. Because these players went out there and they played their freaking hearts out, bro. They made sure that that badge was not disrespected, that badge was not embarrassed today. Because, yes, you might say it was a weak defense from Real Madrid, but no, it wasn't. Those players like Rudiger, those are seasoned veterans. Yeah, Martinelli was ripping Valverde a new one. Valverde is a seasoned vet, bro. We've seen him lock up people at right back that are some of the best wingers we've seen, bro. And he's locking them up at right back, bro. This isn't just some random guy, bro, that he's coming up against. And Martinelli's ripping him. Yeah? Now, listen. Let me just quickly talk about bend it like Declan, yeah? Bend it like Declan. My freaking brother. Man like Declan Rice, man. 2 free kicks. Man said he done the first one, yeah? Roberto Carlos-esque, yeah? Just twirl it around the freaking wall. See you later. Put it into the back of the net. He said, you know what? I'm feeling like Anthony Josh. I'm feeling like AJ today, bro. I know the first time was so nice. I had to do it twice. Man came back and said, hold on a minute. Let me just take this second one real quick. I got something there. Put the basket over there. Look, put the bucket on the corner. Let me hit into the bucket, bro. Straight into the bucket. Do you know how hard that second free kick is? If you play ball, you know how difficult it is to get a pinpoint in that corner to touch the side of the netting from the inside. To touch the side of the netting, not just go straight in and hit the back of the net. To touch the side of the netting is difficult. Absolutely brilliant. Mikel Merino for that third goal, sensational. That second half from the boys, yeah. And a lot of people are not going to talk about Saka. Saka in this game was amazing. People are not gonna understand just because he didn't score a goal, he didn't get an assist. But if you see the amount of stuff that went through him, the way that he was always there as an outlet and always able to create something, those 2 chances that he created. If we have a real poacher, a real fox in the box in the goal or in the box, bro, that's 2 goals right there because he put 2 chances on a plate, Bukayo Saka. And man want to tell me, he don't know about big... Hold, man. Will, the game's the game. The game's the game, my brother. But listen, people want to tell me, yeah, because this was the narrative going into this whole Champions League thing. Arsenal don't have moments, players. Arsenal can't create moments. There's 3 moments for you. There was 5 or 6 moments in that game that we created that we could have scored from. Bellingham, which I've just seen, yeah, and Terry, I will let everybody else go because I know there's a lot of people on the panel. But Bellingham on an interview said, we're lucky it was free. It should have been way more. We're lucky to come out of here with it only 3-0 because they knew that we had them in a chokehold in that second half. They were trying to counter our mistakes. Even Kivior, listen, man, I might have to be a bit shameless and say Kivior might have to be top 3 defenders in the league. Man dispossessed.
I told you guys.
Man dispossessed. Hold on. Man dispossessed Kylian Mbappe, bro. Do you know what I mean? Which one of your centre backs has dispossessed Kylian Mbappe? But listen, on a real thing though, I'm so proud of every single player out there, man, because they stepped up to the plate. This is what we ask of them when you're in a big moment, and this is the biggest game of our season. Yeah, undoubtedly, this is the biggest game of our season. So for them to come out and put this performance on, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It certainly was. It was absolutely out of this world. It really was. This super chat here, I want to say a big thank you to BT for this massive donation. He says, "What a game! Great show as always, Terry." And I want to thank you very much for tuning in and everything else. Again, record-breaking numbers for the Football Terrace tonight. Over 125,000 people have already tuned in at different stages of the show, and I'm sure more will come back later. I reckon there's a lot of people right now scrolling through a lot of hate watches to watch the goal reactions. But fan channel review tomorrow morning. Myself and Callum from Coppish are recording it. It's going to be, I can't wait to make that content because I love fan content. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to speak.